Tango Gameworks.
Are you ready for perfect timing? How's your timing?
It'll be what it is.
Okay, que sera, sera.
Okay, sera. I've been listening to a lot of music. I think I can play the guitar.
Okay.
Welcome back, Mrs.
Not
Play.
everything's Linkin Park.
I don't just listen to Linkin Park.
Uh-huh. Or OAR or Buffett. There, I just hit like 70% of your musical repertoire.
Listen to a lot of new metal.
Okay.
You hit maybe like
60%.
that's not like the genre, sure, but that's not.
What are the 3 bands that you listened to the most?
That I listen to the most?
Yeah.
OAR, Linkin Park.
Okay, that's 2 of the 3.
OAR, Linkin Park. And then, like after that, I can go Breaking Benjamin, I can go Wale, I can go Sublime. Look, I have a beachy vibe. Buffett is there, and I like my reaction.
3 of the ones.
Good Charlotte.
All 3 that I mentioned.
Blink 182.
Okay.
Like we can keep doing this.
Okay.
All right. Are you? So last time we did this.
But in terms of like a pie chart. Okay, I'm done. I'll stop. We can move on.
You're fine. We're gonna talk to we're gonna talk to Peppermint.
You could have easily left me alone back there. Why'd you help me out?
That's because to move along the plot.
Well,
Sorry.
what you did to security was impressive, to say the least.
You mean you thought you could use me?
Well, I wouldn't put it like that.
I would.
Look, it's a bit complicated.
Hey, I don't care. As long as you get me off this island, we're square. So, 808, huh? You made yourself?
Normally you just make a spy drone, but I thought, hey, no one suspects a cat.
It's true.
Actually, a robot cat is even more suspicious here than a drone.
Whatever. On the plus side, there's some companionship.
Seems like it can get pretty lonely down here.
I'm used to it.
Loner hacker girl with the mysterious past. Not cliche at all.
Slacker who's finally got his time to shine? I could say the same for you.
Kinda sparse here. Not a fan of decorating?
I like to focus on the basics, what we need.
Come on. You could have posters, a stereo, a drum kit in the corner. You could have a kick-ass pad here.
This is an operation, not a hangout.
Doesn't mean it can't be both.
Well, I'll leave the feng shui up to you.
That means I can decorate.
So
Wait, what?
Just let me know when you're
okay. There's a training room where I can sit and now like
Practice your perfect timing.
practice. There was a way.
A way to what?
There was a way to do.
A way to what, Will? Use your words.
There it is. I was looking for the like.
I can see sound.
Yeah, that's all it was. I wanted to make sure that I could like see the rhythm, because one, I am somewhat rhythm impaired, especially when it's playing on the TV, like a bit away from us,
Okay.
and I don't have it up so loud.
What's the grand plan?
all right. Check this out.
You'll appreciate this.
Mission report. So this Spectra program is, like I said, top secret, and only the top brass of the company have info on it.
Why are you so worried?
Oh my god, like the top
Spectra
bosses.
could be anything.
Let's just say someone on the inside gave me a hot tip.
Sure, whatever.
Anyway, we're gonna go back up to the production facility. Using my
Okay.
skills and your powers, we break into the production head's office. That's Rekka. And with our luck, she's busy cleaning up your mess at QA and won't be there. We access her computer, steal the files on Spectra, and get out.
Cool. I was listening, but sounds quick and easy.
Great. While you're away, I can sync up.
Hey,
with
it's the
tech radio.
Vitruvian,
I
the
figured out
Vitruvian
some
man,
new
right?
tricks for you.
I think.
What? You weren't coming?
On a mission this dangerous? I'm not that stupid. I'll leave that to you.
All right. Wait, are you implying?
And I do love the different animation styles they use, because it goes from like hyper realistic to this to like that like talking back and forth, and then of course you get the like just her explaining the plan is the most like just generic like, and here's the think board that I draw all the webs through.
Pretty high up.
You'll have to head through the main production building, but I'll be your guide. Try to keep a low profile.
Come on, 808. Let's have some fun.
Unsent complaint to the HR department. I don't want to make a disturbance, but being that I am in charge of taking care of the production central garden, I am curious over the reason for its existence. Our ads tell people that is for inter-office communication, but employees are requested to not go into the garden. This is confusing for the employees since it is beautiful, but never used. Never mind the amount of work I and the cleanup team put into making it immaculate. Also, I'm questioning the intent of the world's largest head maze inside of this as well. I do love that.
Can't believe you got a drink out of that thing. If you hit the machine just right, it won't eat your credits. Take it from a master like me.
Guess what that means?
Chris is like, let's do this. I don't think you're hitting it just right.
I did. I would have gotten more
What
with
did you
more
get?
like perfect beats. You get like scraps, like all
Oh, not a
like,
drink. Okay.
No.
I was waiting for like cans to come flying out.
That can happen if I would have done that a little bit better, but you know. Yeah, if I would have gotten one of those on it, I would have gotten like a.
Hey, there's Kale. And that's, what's her name? The old Vandalay boss.
Roxanne Vandalay? Are you serious, Chai? She built the company from the ground up. Know your history.
Jeez, you want me to yell?
Just give credit where it's due.
So, that's our first like hint of, huh? She knows more than she lets on.
Mm-hmm.
Can't hit those.
Does she know more than she lets on, or does she just know more than him, the slacker turned hero?
¿Por qué no los dos?
Okay.
I was horribly off key, but that's okay. Hey, what does this look like?
Fight!
Yep.
Okay.
Missed. Ooh.
Rude. I find all these lights and things moving being really distracting.
So the whole point is like you could watch them. There we go.
There
The whole
you
point
go.
is you could watch all of it and still always keep on beat.
Yeah, but just knowing where you are in relation to the things you're supposed to be fighting, with everything moving around, it's difficult for me to focus.
Oh, that's fair.
That's all I'm saying.
She's so great. And the thing is, like, all the villains in this, every character in this has such good,
Thought you said this was more fun.
has like this great design to them. And like, you're like, ah, you're a boss, and they all have themes. Some of them you'll be like, oh, I can see the theme, and like, there's gonna be one character like, what the fuck is this? And for like everybody else, like, we're all like, oh, we know exactly what he's doing. When we get to him, I'll like, you'll see, and you'll be like, oh, okay, that's the one that like,
That's the one I don't understand.
yes.
Why do they give me such unrealistic goals?
Because capitalism.
Yeah. Oh my God, this is. And so the tragedy behind this, right, is this game came out, and they like launched overnight. It was this massive runaway success, and Microsoft came out and said, "Hey, we need more games like Hi-Fi Rush if we want to be like a successful company and put this out," because the game came in was like well under budget,
Yeah.
and then like it wasn't like this huge like. It cost $30 million to make.
Yeah,
to
it
sell.
wasn't. It wasn't a big production, so they were able to like return on investment pretty quickly.
Like 2 months later, they closed the studio.
What the fuck?
And the reporters were like, "Hey, you said this is exactly what you needed.
Yeah.
Why did you do that?" And they're like, "Well, they give the corporate like we analyze all aspects."
I mean, and they might have.
Sure, but don't sit there like the week
Blow
before
smoke.
and blow that much smoke up all of our asses. Thank you, Capcom, for buying Tango Gameworks and being like, "Yo, this was dope. Make another one." No defects. And the thing is, like, you like you've worked in the corporate world, but like, I'm gonna say you've worked in the professional corporate world.
Yeah, white collar job, sure.
I've worked in the faux corporate world where it's like, yes, it's also a like it's like white collar or pretends to be.
Yours was still, I would argue, more of like still in the realm of service industry.
I mean, that's cold on my thigh.
I didn't do that. For the record, my hands are over here.
I spilled a drink on my thigh.
Okay. I was minding my own business.
It's just, but yeah, it portrayed itself as a white collar, and the thing is, like, every person, like all the villains in this,
Give that energy.
I have met them. I won't give their names, but I will totally be like, I had the supervisor, and I can tell stories about that. No issues with it. HR, auto surveillance recording, auto recorded dialogue converted to text from VA source, whatever. Well, finally got this whole room automated. Makes me think, once robots finish automating the production line, what happens to our positions? Are we going to lose them to some machines who automate better than we automate? How do we... but then how much more automatic can automation get? Am I getting scrapped over this?
Probably. Elon, is that you?
Ooh.
I mean, to be fair, it's like any of the
Oh god, it's any
tech-
like
yeah,
service industry.
Yeah, well, and tech.
Yeah. You are being watched. I love the fact that it just leans into
America in 2025. I'm sorry,
Oh.
guys. I am so glum. The existential. The dread.
It's magnetic, right? You should be able to hook onto that point.
The strong feelings. They are many.
Whoa, that was awesome.
Yeah, I feel it. This, like, having worked these jobs, though, like, for me, it's just, like, there was a level of catharsis of, like, beating the piss out of every boss in this game.
It heals something in me that therapy can't.
What was that from? Did you make that up where it was like, I'm going to work, or did I do that? Where it's like, I'm going to work out on you what therapy couldn't?
Yeah. I can't say I made it up. I definitely feel like it's something that I read online. I would like to think of myself as that clever, but no, I definitely read that online somewhere.
That's fair. So this is for, like, your new game plus playthroughs. These are, like, the super challenge rooms of, like, do the cool thing better.
Okay, Spider-Man.
Hey, Chai, magnet on the enemies to close in on them.
So the magnet will allow you to go from one enemy faster
Yep.
to the next. Which is good for keeping your rating up.
You bitch.
Get him. He's got your number, dude. Special attack.
Which the game will tell you, like, hey, use this because you won't.
Oh, there we go.
Like,
You won't score enough cool points.
no, not even that. It's
That was well done. Perfect.
thank you. I even got up to an S.
Should I at least find a back route, maybe?
Well, looks like a path up through there.
Hopefully, maybe. Probably.
But to answer your question, the
What was my question?
guitar ride is now available to us. Or to answer like your statement, yes. So what it'll do is it'll let me get closer to the enemies, but then what we'll also have is like you'll also see a like I get like a parry.
Mhm.
So it'll be like, okay, you can parry these enemies, and then like being pulled into them will also unlock a whole separate set of moves for me.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
I really just want you to like be able to run across the walls like Jedi Survivor.
it would be cool. I just don't think it would actually. I don't think it would actually fit. Like I don't know how else to like really like phrase that. Like it just like Jedi, because with this being music, I don't know if I necessarily.
It would only be on like certain panels on the wall. Something. I don't know.
Give me one more try to go get those things over there.